coin item seems like the most boring item in this game, but it is incredibly important. It can be used defensively to make sure you save other items. For example, if you have a coin item in your first slot and then a defensive item like a green shell or banana in your second slot, you would likely want to keep the coin item in your first slot. This protects your other item until you're ready to use it, so it won't get destroyed by a blue shell, and also the boo steals the item in your first slot, so it protects it from a boo as well. The coin item gives you 2 coins, which is useful, but if you're in first place, it's often a lot better to just keep the coin item, as you also can't get 2 coins at once. So if you have the coin item in your first slot, you're guaranteed to get a defensive item in your second slot, which again is more powerful because then you can choose when to trail it out behind you. In almost every past Mario Kart game, the most important item has been the lightning item. In World, lightning has been nerfed heavily as you get bigger way faster. This makes sense because there's 24 racers in the game. Having an item that globally affects everyone in front of you is extremely powerful. The lightning is now basically just used to reset people's items, as you still lose your items when you get shocked. Because of that, it's still incredibly powerful because it's global and impacts everyone. The Kamek item is another new global item, but this time it impacts you as well. It spawns a bunch of random obstacles on the track, and it's just good to keep an eye out if you see a bunch of people are suddenly racing as like a Goomba or a charging Chuck. That likely means someone in front of you has used a Kamek, and there's about to be a bunch of enemies on the track even if you can't see them. Speaking of new items, let's talk about the feather. The feather gives you a massive jump, bigger than any charge jump you can get. This can be used to dodge stuff like red shells, but also cut off tons of off-road and parts of the track. The feather is a really powerful item because gaining elevation is great in this game to get you to alternate paths. The boomerang is really good at the start. If you get a boomerang out of one of your first item boxes, you can take out like 5 people with the limited throws you get because everyone's gonna be all bunched up. The hammer is a new item that throws in an arc, and my biggest tip with this item is that you want to be using it while you're driving at kind of an angle. That way the hammers don't all land in a straight line and kind of curve and take up more of the track and have a better chance of hitting your opponents. Next, let's talk about mushrooms. Because Mario Kart World does have a lot of straight line sections, when there is off-road you can cut with a mushroom, it's incredibly important. Mushrooms are obviously great to get yourself up to max speed if you spin out, but other than that, no matter how tempting it might be to use a mushroom on a straightaway, it's often a lot better to save it to cut off corners. You can also use mushroom boosts by running into the people, dragging them, or rotating around if they have 3 of them. It's a lot easier in this game to dodge a blue shell with a mushroom than past entries. As long as you do it when the blue shell is coming down to hit you'll dodge it. The feather cannot dodge blue shells, and the Yoshi's food item also cannot dodge blue shells, despite the fact that it gives you a mushroom type boost. Speaking of the food actually has different levels. Depending on how much food you get a different level boost. There's 3 different levels here, and the 3rd level is even better than a mushroom.